No. Hey y'all, how's it going? Make sure my mic's adjusted. It's good to see y'all. Say if you like, I can go to a different world and we can play together.
See, here's what makes RFK Jr. absolutely perfect for the GOP. He recognizes that there's a problem in America when it comes to our health. However, the snag is that the solutions require a lot of stuff that Republicans don't like doing. Funding things like healthy food for kids, making healthcare affordable, regulating industries that put dangerous chemicals in our water. That's commie Obama stuff, right? For example, remember that problem with metals in our baby food?
Yeah, I've just been doing, I need to really sort my inventory better. I've just been doing some random building for the most part on this one. I literally just restarted this world here.
Heavy metals are also found in homemade meat. Because heavy metals are found
hopefully it'll go better.
Organic food too. Stuff like spinach and sweet potatoes are at high risk of contaminants. Because a lot of those contaminants, including arsenic and lead, are naturally occurring. Because natural things can be bad, you see. But others are due to increased industrial pollution. That's all to say that this isn't an organic versus processed conversation, but a conversation about regulating our food. Something that Republicans don't want to spend money to do, lest they offend their friends and donors. And so this is why RFK Jr. is perfect. Again, he recognizes that America eats like shit, but his solutions conveniently avoid regulations. The only snag, I guess, is that his solutions are also very bad and don't actually work. President Trump wants us to have radical
I eventually got to clean out the PlayStation so I can do more of my, like, Ghost of Yatsuka content that's really cool, but the game keeps overheating the console. Ditto for all of the Spider-Man, because I've been really enjoying the game, but I get like 30 minutes into play and all of a sudden I can hear the console screaming.
Instead of actually fighting for policies that would provide Americans with healthier foods, he's encouraging fast food restaurants to fry their foods in a placebo. Because here's the thing, it's not the type of oil. Fried foods in general are simply not good for you. And it doesn't really matter which oil you fry it in. You shouldn't eat them unless you're really high or drunk. So the beef tallow stuff is like someone advising you to smoke meth out of a clay pipe because it's more natural. Except, and this is key, he's still wrong. RFK is wrong about this. Beef tallow is high in saturated fats, and decades of research shows that it's actually a lot worse for you than consuming a typical seed oil. In fact, fast food restaurants switched over to seed oils from beef tallow in the 80s and 90s once it became clear that diets high in saturated fats led to
Aw, I love y'all too. I hope you're doing well. I've been missing y'all. Eventually I do gotta come visit.
Band-aid to a problem, and even the Band-Aid is worse for you. But of course he likes beef tallow because it sounds natural. You know, like arsenic and lead and hippos are natural. It's all to say that RFK's general health policy is no different from the wellness industry, which is fitting since the wellness industry exists because we can't afford health care. We've actually covered on our show before how the supplement and multivitamin business is a largely unregulated industry that rivals the pharmaceutical industry, and that supplement hucksters can essentially make wild health claims without the silly burden of proving their claims to the FDA. And now,
we're on a beach, so I've got plenty of sand to play with.
Our potential future Surgeon General, Casey Means, has made hundreds of thousands of dollars through affiliate programs with natural remedy products and supplements.
I think that covering your bases with supplementing micronutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals with a good, high-quality multivitamin and some other supplements can be really helpful, and that's why I do it every day. I take neonatal because I do want to have a baby in the next couple of years, and I think it's one of the highest
covered up my ladder.
on the market, and it's specifically focused
I
on
did just cover up my ladder.
Is actually really impactful for successful pregnancies and getting pregnant. So I love neonatal, and I really can't recommend it enough.
Our maybe future Surgeon General, folks. I need to keep saying that because I myself don't fully believe it. In short, Maha makes a big fuss about Big Pharma while being a Trojan horse for big wellness. Both are bad, mind you. But it should be noted that if we encompass the entire wellness industry overall, it's actually 4 times larger than the global pharmaceutical industry. And so, RFK Jr.'s term as Secretary of Health and Human Services...
Well, yesterday, in order to get to our polling place here in Georgia, as I've written a bunch of because I'm quite proud, I walked, I believe the number on the Google Fitbit was 16 miles. It thinks I ran because I lied to it, because it doesn't track my walking. But it kept pretty good distance of, like, how far I had been going and all that. And I'm not dead today. Tomorrow I plan on heading to the library if my feet can take it, and doing a bit more cleaning here around the house. But I'm slowly building up my endurance to being able to walk distance.
Let's watch it again. Why do I watch it again? Why did I do that? It's like those TikTok zit popping videos you just keep watching. What is wrong with me? Am I sick? Oh, what are we talking about? What are we doing?
Alright, that should be... Whoop.
Making a video?
Yeah, we're going to have to be careful with that ladder. But alright, we got to start to that.
Perfect solution to a country that refuses to actually reform health care. The same way Donald Trump is the perfect solution to a country that refuses to reform anything. He identifies that there are problems. He uses the frustrations of the country to propel himself into power, and then proposes solutions that do nothing to help and often scapegoats vulnerable people. And that is, of course, how we get to vaccines and autism. But before that, we need to watch some ads. Enjoy these ads. Oh, God, sorry, I had to see it again. Okay, for real, enjoy these ads, actual ads.
Is anyone else feeling like this year is
I can do that, or I've been doing it like this.
March already?
Vulcan Wolf 31. VOLCAN Wolf 31. I'll send you it in a message later too. Honestly, when y'all are on, I'll switch on the multiplayer mode and we can play together. Nothing against any of the other Minecraft players out there, but I had a really neat world before, and then someone left the door open on that world when they came to visit, and I got blown up by a creeper. Technically, I got a fallback on that one if y'all want to play on that super cool world later, but it's still one of those, you know, try to be careful. Honestly, the only thing keeping me from traveling as much is just the babies and having to watch after them. After the kidney transplant, David ain't really allowed to do the litter boxes and some of the other stuff that I do for us. Go get some coal. That's not the third day, but let's go get some leaves.
How long was I meditating for? I thought I was just a little relaxed, and I end up ripping weekly for an entire... Wait, stop. Who's the president?
Oh, and other funny news. Leah, are you familiar with what B-Stars is on Netflix? Because apparently our library thinks that the manga of that is teen reading. And maybe I'm a prude, but I'm just like, oh. Oh.
The news. It won't be like this forever, I swear. One day, it'll be not over.
You should definitely check it out. It's a really neat, it's, anthropomorphic, think Zootopia, but much more adult themed. Because you've got predators and prey living together as one, and there's this whole, there was a great balance to it. They all eat, like, the predator animals eat tofu or a tofu meat substitute. The herbivores like run the market sort of thing. And it's a love story between a pure white little rabbit and a wolf. And it also has a hidden killer aspect to it, and some of the students keep getting picked off. It's a very interesting show. It's hard to like go into details, because it has been a while since I've seen it. But just type in Legoshi the Wolf and check it out.
Contextualized news that is either surprising or the least surprising thing you've ever heard in your life. So head over to ground.news/SMN for 40% off unlimited access. You'll get a factuality analysis of each source and their blind spot feature to see which stories are being ignored by one side. That's ground.news/SMN for 40% off. The link is in the description. The ballroom
Somehow I have run out of...
obviously going to be named after him. Who was he going to name it after instead? Eric? The other guy? No. Yeah, you slurp it. Slurp it down. Deep fried free.
No problem. Can y'all see it when I pause
I'm
it?
not ashamed of that.
Like, can you see my little avatar and all that?
That's part of it. So we were talking about the entire Maha movement.
It's Vulcan, capital V-O-L-C-A-N, Wolf, capital W-O-L-F, 31, no spaces in any of it.
Perfectly into RFK Jr.'s rabid obsession with vaccines. Doctor who gives this vaccine to a child who's committing medical
And then, let me see my overall, see if there's anything else. Because that should be the main name, but, and I don't know if it'll let me show you this part, so let me just
RFK has said some wacky ass stuff
up to profile, making me wait, it's not going to let me show you. Yeah, it's just under that and my actual name.
Many of those times, he's claimed that vaccines are the cause of autism. We'll get to that. But to be fair and balanced, RFK Jr. isn't explicitly against all vaccines. He stated on multiple occasions that whole virus vaccines are safe, as opposed to mRNA vaccines, a relatively new method of developing vaccines.
I kind of want to keep the glass tower thing, at least for a little ways up. So I think I'll save the dirt for now. Put it elsewhere.
Implants a weakened form of the virus in our bodies to trigger an immune response, whereas mRNA is a genetic material formed in a lab that essentially teaches our cells how to create certain proteins that create an immune response inside our bodies. The development of mRNA vaccines is considered a major breakthrough in vaccinology. They are both effective, mind you, but mRNA is preferred for certain people. If you're pregnant, for example, or immunocompromised. It's also highly adaptable to different pathogens, meaning producers can design and scale the vaccine quickly. So while they are both good, the mRNA is clearly the more adaptable version, and again, preferred for people who are particularly vulnerable.
And here in just a little bit, sadly, I'm probably going to have to get off of here and let the console cool off again. But as soon as we let it cool off, we might come back for a quick build. Or we'll catch y'all early in the morning, and we'll be doing a bit of a stream tomorrow, too. Like I said, I need to find the tools and figure out where all the ports are on this console so I can take it apart and dust it out real good. I also know I got a can of air somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, look at that. There's a place to dump all the dirt. Oh, no, thought that was an extra island. Got one over there I'm about to build a skyway to get to.
It's hard to fully understand what's happening in his brain here. I guess we could ask those worms about it, but he's given no logical justification for this.
Ah, here we go, tiny
One
island.
of the reasons he's given is that mRNA vaccines don't work because people still got COVID even when they were vaccinated. But as the pandemic showed us, mRNA vaccines don't perform well against viruses that infect the upper respiratory tract. contracting an Omicron variant despite being vaccinated. So it's a real bummer I have to explain this to the United States Secretary of Health and Human Services, but getting an infection doesn't mean the vaccine doesn't work. Vaccines help prevent the virus from making you sick and help prevent you from dying if you do get sick. They aren't a magic shield from sickness. What he's saying there is nonsense. He's also using the COVID vaccine as an example of why mRNA technology failed, which is pretty wild when you think about it. Operation Warp Speed brought life-saving COVID vaccines up to scale for millions of Americans within 8 months. For perspective, the previous record holder
Let's see what we got going on around
the
there.
60s. That took 4 years. The success of Operation Warp Speed put RFK Jr. in a very tricky situation, because in a logical world, it should be the thing that Donald Trump brags about the most. It's the Trump vaccine. He just got his booster. I'm surprised he didn't call it Operation God Trump, something like that. So RFK Jr. has to walk this really confusing line here. Here he is praising Operation Warp Speed. The reason that Operation Warp Speed
Okie dokie.
is it did something
I do believe we're going to be making boats and okay, that. Oh.
it got the vaccine that was perfect.
Okie dokie. Well, we will make our way through this. I did not realize I was building on the water world. That would be cool though. We'll just turn that island into a bit of a tree grow, and we'll mine down from here. We will make it, if I don't jump off the wrong side of this thing, we will make it. The One Piece does exist.
If I had to guess, it'd be the worm brain stuff. But if I had to guess more, I think there are two very important things happening. Number one, worm brain. 3 things are happening here. Number one, worm brain. Number two, I think he has a contrarian aversion.
Alright, so we've seen above. I know what we're working with a little bit. So let's get our tree. All of our liquid trees.
Yes, I think it's that stupid. I also think it's how he's trying to deflect critics who might call him an anti-vaxxer. But appearing to support live virus vaccines isn't innovative or groundbreaking. It's kind of the baseline responsibility of a national health director. And make no mistake, he's absolutely still an anti-vaxxer. Back in June, RFK Jr. fired all 17 members of the CDC's vaccine advisory board and replaced many of them with
Did you try Travis Croy?
month, RFK Jr. fired Susan Menard,
Capital T, capital C.
director of the CDC, because she refused RFK Jr.'s request to give blanket approvals.
Give me a minute. When I end this session, I will pull up my actual thing on the screen, take a picture of it, and send it to you. That way it should make it that way. Because I could be doing something wrong there, or saying something wrong, you know? I always put my human error to the first mark. Alright, that should give us the wood in case we need it for a backup. Oh, definitely. Like I said, I've been looking forward to playing with y'all since I first got this thing back on and going properly. Honestly, I kind of wish I'd kept to my original promise and only waited till y'all could get on to play with you. Then we would have had that big world left still. We could always still go to it, just be our private world. Because I'm really proud of how far that one came along. This one's just my baby world. Oh, come on, this counts as night. I guess it doesn't yet.
All of these steps taken by RFK Jr. will likely cause vaccination rates to drop in the country, which means that children who are immunocompromised or even healthy unvaccinated children will be more vulnerable to deadly diseases like measles, mumps, or the coronavirus. It's bad. He's bad. Krampus bad. But with mRNA, he's essentially trying to have his cake and eat it too. Vaccines are safe and effective, but he's made an entire career off of questioning them, and so he has to pander to that base somehow. So he's going after this one new type of vaccine, somewhat arbitrarily, to keep those anti-vaxxers happy. Oh, also, to keep himself happy, because during his career, he has also
I think I should have a little bit of time before those phantoms arrive, right?
But one of the more interesting pieces
Probably,
of his
hopefully,
financial disclosure was
should.
that he gives
Jump.
these referral fees,
Yeah.
essentially
There we go.
plaintiffs, people, families,
That's
to
it. Why not
other
jump?
law firms, and he refers them so that they can sue on the grounds of, say, a vaccine lawsuit. So one of the things that we learned last week was there is an ongoing lawsuit against Merck, and that he was a central player in this lawsuit.
I am watching some more news with Cody Johnson.
So long as the U.S. government isn't a party.
I don't typically watch any proper news network. I just watch the internet ones. Hassan Piker, some more news. I catch Philip DeFranco every once in a while, but I really like his podcast with Pearlmania or Pearlman 500. I'm a filthy lefty. Practically an anarchist, some would say.
Florida Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo announced that decision by mimicking Baja talking points, describing the COVID-19 mRNA vaccine as poison. Thankfully, they didn't go through with this. But still, don't go to Florida. If you have to go, like if you're one of those weird Disney adults, never leave the hotel. Don't touch any children. Don't do that anywhere. So anyway, that's his grift. All RFK Jr. needs to do is poke holes of doubt into the safety of vaccines, and he gets to directly profit off of any lawsuits. It's an easy job.
I think we basically got this one packed in for the moment.
Vaccinology or immunology. There are a lot of things about the human body that are hard to understand or conceptualize.
We'll have to get mine going here soon.
So
definitely gonna have to figure out a way to get to the other side of Waterworld. That'll come.
Things aren't great in America, even before they got less great. And instead,
Hey, thank you.
the complicated reasons for that.
That's it. I got a long way to go on it, of course, but like I said, I figured this is a good little starting point. Definitely want to get a better door. But alrighty, y'all. We will catch y'all again later. And I stream every day, at least once a day. But hopefully we'll be able to meet up and actually play on the server. That we can do in private or on stream. And we'll see y'all on the next one. Remember, we can go far together. Endure and survive. Nice. But y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see everybody, future viewers and all that later. Love you, Leah, Marky, Nathan. Y'all be good, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.